Hey, what's up guys? So Uniden just released firmware version 1.54 for both the R1 and the R3. Now this is a relatively minor firmware update that just introduces two new features specifically for MRCD detection. Otherwise, everything else is the same, including long distance performance, BSM filtering, as well as the MRCD detection itself. Now starting off with the first new feature, this is MRCD Quiet Ride. This is designed to give you independent control of your low-speed muting for any sort of MRCD alerts independent of your traditional radar. And this can be especially helpful because Quiet Ride, it's nice for keeping the detector quiet around town, but Multiradar, it's a low-powered photo radar gun that's usually run on city streets. And because your detection ranges are going to be so short, you may actually want the detector to alert you even if you're traveling down at lower speeds. And for that reason, you can have Quiet Ride enabled in your detector to mute out things like maybe door openers nearby and whatnot, but you can disable Quiet Ride for your MRCD alert so that you still get alerted to any of the photo radar guns directly up ahead. On the other hand, if you want any sort of multi-radar alerts to be muted when you're traveling at lower speeds, you have the option to enable that filter here now as well. Now, because this is a GPS-related feature, this specific feature is only going to be available on the R3. Now, the next feature is available on both the R1 and the R3, and it has to do with alert prioritization and what happens with the detector if it's maybe detecting multiple signals simultaneously. MRCD and Ka band are going to be your two highest priority alerts. And so if you have the detector set up to prioritize multiple alerts by band, you now have the ability to say maybe MRCD is going to be the highest priority alert, followed by Ka band, and then after that, any sort of K band and then X band. This, I think, is probably what most people are going to want to run if you face a lot of MRCD in the area. If not, maybe you'd want to flip it around and switch to have Ka band be your highest priority radar alert with any sort of MRCD alerts running at a lower priority. Then you've got, of course, K band and X band below that in that order again. Before that, we didn't have any sort of control over MRCD and Ka, which one is given a higher priority. Now with 1.54, we actually have a little bit more control over that. And then finally, there's still signal priority available as an option. This is going to be pretty much ignoring the different bands here. And if you're detecting multiple signals, in this case, it's just going to alert you to the strongest signal, which is most likely going to be the closest one. That is signal-based priority, just based on signal strength instead of different radar bands. And other than that, that's it. It's just these two new features here again for MRCD detection. The MRCD detection capabilities itself are going to be exactly the same as 1.53. There are no changes here in terms of MRCD detection itself. Now, if you'd like to download the update, down in the video description, I'm going to link you guys to Uniden's website to where you can head over, download the update, and install it on your detector. If you need any help installing the firmware on your detector, I'm going to link you guys to my tutorial, which is going to be a nice walkthrough to help, well, guide you through the process. And then if you need additional assistance, I'm also going to link you guys to the forum to where you can hop in, join the discussion, and get some support that way. You'll find a link to my updated setup guide that explains all the different features and options available here in the detectors. Plus at the bottom, it also goes over my recommended settings for the detectors. And then finally, if you'd like to purchase either detectors, I'll have links in the video description to where you can pick them up as well. And other than that, yeah, that's it. Just a quick and small update here to add some new MRCD detection features for both the R1 and the R3. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.